Everybody, welcome to the Only Football Podcast. Look, I thought this game started at noon. This game was already on. Jordan Love to throw on 3rd and 8. It looks like it's going to be caught. The ref says it's a completion. First down, Packers. We got Jinja in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving, Only Football family. Turkey Day, let's go. Happy to have you in here, Jinja. We need to do a beer chug. Let me know when the time becomes more appropriate. If you guys are new here, we did in the early days, me and Jinja would have some beers together while we get people to sub. Under center, Jordan Love. Jordan Love's going to fake the handoff. Looking D. No, he's going to check it down to A.J. Dillon, and that's going to be another first down. And yesterday we made our predictions. And where did I put my water? Yesterday we made our predictions, and I predicted that this was going to be a close game. There's some valid concerns about the Lions with their last two games, the close one against the Chargers, and they should have lost against the Bears. But yet they're 8-2, and they're a good football team. Make no mistake about it. But the Packers had a encouraging win where they saw improvement from Jordan Love last week, and I'm excited to see if the Packers can keep it going. Handoff here to their wide receiver. I believe that's Reed, and Reed all the way into the red zone down to the 18-yard line. They did miss the extra point to tie the game, Detroit. So it is 6-7 in Green Bay in the red zone. We got Angel in the chat. What's up, Angel? And then Ginger said, hell yeah. Taking my daughter to her grandma's at 3. Definitely have chug with you in the second game. The second game, I'm only doing the first and the third. So let's hook up for that third game. And Ginger, you already know what time it is. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. Hope you guys are going to enjoy your family time. That's what the day is all about. But if you don't have any family, that's what we're here for. So I got my family all over today. So I did make space to hang out with them during the second game because let's be real, Commanders, Cowboys, I'm not sure if that's going to be a close game. So I'm excited about the first and third game. So I thought the second game would be the best. All right, Jordan Love from shotgun hands it off to Dillon. Dillon fighting for a first down. It's going to be really close. It was 2nd and 2, and we'll see where they spot it. It looks a little short, the spot does. A.J. Dillon saying he got the first down. We'll see if Matt LaFleur wants to challenge it. It doesn't look like he will because Jordan Love's calling a play. Oh, now Matt LaFleur, I think he just realized that they didn't mark a first down. And now LaFleur is on the field. He just had to step on the sideline. He was yelling at the ref. I'm not sure if it was the spot, but he's got a man wide open. Touchdown! The Packers are beating the Lions now, 13-6. Tucker Kraft with the score. Matt LaFleur was angry. He's probably not angry anymore. It looked like they were in a running formation. Hutchinson was being blocked by the tight end, and then the tight end just got off of him, and he was wide open. He played Hutchinson so hard right there, made it look like he was a blocker, turned into a receiver, touchdown Packers. The extra point by Carlson is good. So it is 14-6. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Pack, go! Dun, 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 dun. Go, Pack, go! And if you thought Detroit didn't have problems, there's something's not fully right. Just being honest. Like, now maybe the Packers kind of got something going. I'm not sure. Let me see. So I do have some bets in on FanDuel for this game, sponsored by FanDuel. Definitely sign up for FanDuel where you can do a no sweat same game parlay on Thanksgiving. All customers get a no sweat same game parlay, and you can use up to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm not sponsored. Um, but just for shits and giggles, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what I went for. All right, I got Green Bay Packers plus 7.5. So Green Bay can lose the game, but they can't lose by more than a touchdown. Right now, they're up 8. So I'm feeling great about that. And I did say the game was going to be over 46.5 points. I saw this game being a shootout. I still think it's going to be over 46.5 at a minimum, especially if Detroit, uh, their offense starts rolling. And then after this game, I got Dallas to win by more than 10.5, over 48 points. I'm thinking Dallas might score 48 points. Who knows? I mean, I think when the Commanders played the Eagles, it was 35-38. So that 48.5, I like that. And then the last game, I got the 49ers to win by more than 7, over 43 points, taking the over on all 3 games. Let's go. This is a $25 same game parlay, no sweat. So if I lose, they give me my money back. But if I win $905. Isn't that something to be thankful for? If that comes true. So we will see. We will see how it goes. All right. Jordan Love, 2 passing touchdowns. Already got it. Let's go. I just need over 45 points. David Montgomery to get a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs to get 25 yards receiving. Ooh. No, I don't want that one to happen because that one has Detroit winning. And no. I can have Detroit win, but they just it's gotta be like Detroit wins by a field goal. That's how I need it to happen. They were down against the Bears. And they came back. They'll do the same. At least the Cowboys ain't playing the Giants again. Yeah, for real. For real. All right, so here come the Lions back out on the field, and I would assume that they feel in the sense of urgency. Detroit's defense just hasn't been what it's been. And we'll see if the Lions can go back and forth with Green Bay. I did think this was my shootout game. I thought there'd be a lot of points scored in this game, and it's looking like there will be. Jared Goff in shotgun, empty backfield. Lions set to pass here. All right. Goff looking. He's got 3 tight ends on the field. Looking, he's going to run it himself for a gain of 3. And Jared Goff, 3 for 3 for 51 yards on the day with a touchdown to Sam Laporta. I got Sam Laporta on my fantasy team. Super happy about that. Thank you. I didn't start David Montgomery today. To be honest, I'm kind of bummed about it. But I didn't really have a choice. I felt like Breece Hall and DeAndre Swift were better starts this week. And plus, I already got a Lion. I got Sam Laporta. I don't need 2 Lions. Especially ever since Jahmyr Gibbs went off on Thursday night. I believe that was Thursday night. It was a primetime game. I've been a little worried about how they're going to use him. And last week against the Bears, he had a late touchdown that kind of saved the day for his fantasy. But you can't count on stuff like that. All right, shotgun formation for Goff. Goff looking to pass, looking, stepping up, throwing incomplete. The pressure got there, and they're returning it. There's the touchdown, Packers. They're calling it a touchdown. Now, I think his arm was moving forward, but oh my God, this is going to be a touchdown, Green Bay. Oh my God, his hand is empty. His hand's empty. His hand is empty. Wyatt put his hand up. He hits Goff in real time. It looked like he pushed that football forward. but the ball's not in his hand when his hand moves forward. I think Green Bay just got a defensive touchdown here. Oh man, this is close. I think he might have been touching that ball a little bit when the ball was moving forward. Wow. What a game altering play if this stands. That's insane, guys. That is insane. Right. Mm, 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 mm. That looks like a fumble and a touchdown to me, picked up by Jonathan Owens in return for a touchdown. Man. So, public opinion looks like a fumble and a touchdown for the Packers. Currently under review, Packers ruin everything. I like how the Lions are playing homage to former Lions teams on this Thanksgiving, stinking it up all over the place in this first quarter. Really cool to see. That's a fumble, Packers touchdown. What am I watching? What am I watching? I know how it feels. I know how it feels. I really do. This is such a big call, man. This is such a big call. We'll see what they call. This is a big one. The Packers take a 13-point lead or a 14-point lead. If it stands with an extra point, it would be a 15-point lead. So let's take a listen and see. Ball is out before the hand is moving forward. Stands, touchdown, Packers. Wow. What am I watching? The Packers are 20-6 in the first quarter against the Detroit Lions, the 8-3 Lions. I have no idea. So the extra point is going to make this a 15-point lead. My family can't believe it. This extra point is, oh my God, he missed it. He shanked it. Well, that's going to come in handy because the Lions missed one. So I guess they each decide that they can afford to miss an extra point. It's a 14-point lead, ladies and gentlemen. The Green Bay Packers are up 14 points. And this is wild, man. This is wild. I think that Chargers game might have awoken the Packers in some way. I don't think anybody was taking the Packers to win this game. Nobody. Oh man, this is gonna be good. So Jared Goff getting ready to get back onto the field, and you got to think that there's a sense of urgency here for the Lions to score real quick. A defensive touchdown for the Packers, stripped right out of his hand, and Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. Look, the one thing you can say about the Lions is that they've been here before. And they're not going to back down or get scared or anything like that. Like, this was the score. I think there was a 14-point deficit going into like the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter last week. So this is definitely a place Detroit is comfortable. It's not a place they want to be, but it's a place that they're comfortable. And the only thing you can hope for is that some kind of play happens on this drive, if you're a Detroit fan, that kind of switches the momentum, because they do need some kind of momentum shifting play. Even the kickoff just now, the Lions decided to return it, take it out, and the Packers came up and smacked them at the 15-yard line. So just everything going the Lions' way in this moment. Jahmyr Gibbs on a first down handoff. Let's just get back to the basics, Dan Campbell says. That's going to be good for 5 yards. And if you can run the football for 5 yards, you should probably just do that every time. Jared Goff, 3 for 3, 51 yards and a touchdown to Sam Laporta. The Lions trying to get something going here. 2nd and 5. See if they go for another run or what they elect to do here. Under center, Jared Goff, little pre-snap motion, faking the handoff, looking downfield, finally firing to Gibbs and Jared Goff not on the same page. Goff threw the flat route, and right when he threw it, Jahmyr Gibbs took off going straight, not even in the area. Lucky it wasn't intercepted, to be honest. This Green Bay defense has really stepped up to the plate. A lot of young guys getting snaps. Do you think the Lions still have a chance? Angel puts in the comment. Of course. Of course. It's a 2-possession game. Goff. He lost the football. He lost the football. Oh, my God. He lost the football. If the Packers have this football, they're going to be in the red zone. It's Green Bay's ball. Packers have it. What? Oh, my God. Green Bay. This is definitely, guys, remember last year on Thanksgiving, there was a football game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Colts. And the Colts were up, what was it? 35-0? And they ended up losing. I mean, it was the second greatest comeback of all time. We've seen weird comebacks on Thanksgiving, like just last year. So to answer your question, Angel, yes, I still believe, even if the Packers score in this possession, that the Lions can win this game. They are that good of a team. All right, they're going to flip it to Reed. And Reed is a speedster. Reed's their fast guy, so trying to get him the ball in space instead of a typical run on first down. They elect to do that on first down. So same running concept. McNeil looks like he's hurt on the play. All right, so we'll take a quick commercial break to attend to the injury. Packer down. And Angel said, "Oh yeah, the greatest comeback of all time. That was an insane game." And I think I'm going to do something right now. You guys know I love my my live betting. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take right now the way the game is, Packers ball. I'm gonna take the Lions to win. I'm gonna take the Lions to win, and then I'm gonna say it's gonna be. Ooh, this is ballsy. The over/under's at 66 now. I'm gonna say I'm just not even gonna touch that. It's too inflated. I'm staying away. And then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna take all the same. Oh my God, the line for Dallas went up to 13.5. So I'm gonna take the 13.5. That went way up, and 49ers are still at 7. I'm taking the over on everything. And with $1 pays out 33 bucks. We'll take it. So that's how I do it. I throw $1 in on the Lions when I feel like it's at its worst possible moment. Probably could have even waited a little longer, but I'm not sure if Green Bay's going to score, and if they don't, that line's going to come back down to the Lions being favorited if they end up settling for a field goal. So I did want to get that in before, just in case Green Bay doesn't score. So here we go. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. This has been a very long first quarter. Makes me not feel so bad for freaking missing a little bit of the game, but I I thought that the game started at noon for some reason. I guess it started at 11:30. Adam Hurley in the chat said I took a shit today and named it Draymond. That's about it so far. How's your day? Oh man, my day is good, man. It's a happy Thanksgiving. We got a lot of family in here. Got football on. Got you guys in the chat, so enjoying my day. Took a fat shit myself this morning. Didn't bother to name it, but Jordan Love rolling out to his right, 2nd and 9. He's gonna just extend the football, probably gain 1 yard. Nothing much there. Oh man. Once again, want to thank everybody who is in here today. And as Adam says, happy Thanksgiving to everybody that is here. And I'm sure Lions fans right now in this moment are just in disbelief. We waited our whole life to be good so we could actually enjoy a Thanksgiving game. And we are basically playing a tribute to all the other terrible Lions teams that we've been a part of for the last 20 years. Jordan Love to throw it on 37. The refs are going to stop this play before it gets going. Boo, Packers! And you know who this is. This is a man with the last name Balls, first name Huge. All right, we won't get too hyped. But Rick, being a Bears fan, you know he's not super stoked about this. But Bill's saying it's ticker time, Kyle. It's ticker time. There's only one game on. There's only one game on. What am I supposed to tick? Here we go. I got you, Bill. See, that's why I like you guys, man. You guys demand production value. Is Dallas at home against the Commanders? I believe it's yeah, it has to be in Dallas because they're the Thanksgiving team. Jordan Love to throw on 3rd and 7. It was caught. Oh, he's going to be 1 yard short. It's going to be interesting to see what he decides to do here, Matt LaFleur. The game is in Dallas. Okay. So Washington at Dallas. And then we got San Francisco. Shout out to Seattle for getting themselves a home game on Christmas or Thanksgiving, whatever. Pretty cool. All right, scroll across the time. All right. There you go, guys. Ticker is made. Ticker is happy. Angel said yes, and its last name's Green because it was it's Thanksgiving, man. You got to get people's appetites going. You don't want to be out here talking about that. I'm trying to get myself in the mood to eat. All right. Oh my god, I thought this was actually the game. It's a commercial. Greg Olson in the booth doing a Campbell soup commercial totally fooled me. Sorry. It's okay. It's funny. Bill said, "Oh, chat, how's everyone's day going?" Well, luckily we don't have any Lions fans in here because we know how their day's going. We know that they are pretty miserable right about now. Dude, I just think it's so weird how the Lions like, the NFL season is just so weird in general. Like, you look at the Lions and you say they're I have them number 2 in my power ranking. Then you see them almost lose to a Chargers team that, loses to the Packers. Then the Packers win good, but then Detroit beat the Chiefs. So you're like, "No, no, no, remember they beat the Chiefs." You gotta remind yourself that, but then the Chiefs don't look good right now. But then you gotta remind yourself the Chiefs are good, but we don't know what's going on, man. This is a weird NFL season where it feels like good teams are great. like, I'll put it like this, there's no great teams, so we make the teams that are good great, but in reality, it seems like 90% of teams are, mediocre-ish, um, in a way, so I'm just looking for some clarity, and this game right now is not bringing any at all. Rick said, "Bill, need a dub from Detroit. If they lose today, they're frauds." Oh, Rick, just ready to fight. And oh no! And they're gonna be stopped on 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I put in the live bet, because now Detroit's gonna end up with the momentum. It's a 2-possession game. Green Bay could have kicked the field goal. They should have kicked the field goal. Not only do they not get the first down, Jordan Love takes the snap and literally handing the football to Dylan this way, Dylan ran the wrong way, or freaking Jordan Love turned the wrong way, but they ran into each other. Jordan Love tackled A.J. Dillon on 4th and 1 because because of a simple mistake of turning the wrong way. If you're handing it off and the running back is going to the left and you're running a misdirection, you gotta hand it off from the right. And they just ran right into each other. Under center, Jared Goff, no commercial break, ball snap, and it's going to be Montgomery with the carry on 1st down, and Montgomery picks up 3. Adam said, "What type of sports podcast do you normally do?" So our channel name is Only Football, but we do have another channel by our good friend Rusty. He does hockey, and that one's called Slot Shot. But you can find me and Rick basically streaming every primetime game. Most of the games, all games Sunday. We basically here for every single game. On Sunday, we got like 7 going at the same time, so that can be a little rough. Another handoff to Montgomery here for a gain of like 3, so they're going to be 2 yards short. So yeah, we stream all those games, and then after Monday Night Football, we do a recap where we go in and we recap all of the games from that week, and then on Thursday Night Football, we make our predictions after for all of Sunday football. So because there's 3 games a day, we actually did that episode yesterday, but you can find us on Sunday, Mondays, and Thursdays streaming here on Only Football. 3rd and 1, handoff to Montgomery. That's going to be 3 carries in a row for Montgomery, and he's going to pick up 10. Needed 1, got 1. And Green Bay's defense, though, man, I'm impressed. They really came out and came to play. It's one of those things we talked about the Rams playing Arizona, where we said it's not that far of a trip. Detroit and Green Bay, it's not that bad of a trip. And actually, when you look at all the Thanksgiving games, all of them are close. San Francisco to Seattle, Green Bay to Detroit, DC to Dallas, I guess would be the furthest, but woo! 1st and 10, and Montgomery runs it for another 10 yards. And Angel said it right here. Lions comeback starts now. And unfortunately, it might be without one of their players. 77 for the Lions is down right now, holding his right knee. And look, you got to keep in mind, the second quarter just started. Like, there's plenty of time for the Lions to get into this game and to make something happen. It's 20-6. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. I got the score wrong. I was too busy screaming. I suck at this job. I should be fired. And everybody, put a thank you, the prayer hands emoji, whatever you want for Bill, keeping us honest, keeping our channel rolling with good production value. Thank you, Bill. Not being sarcastic. All right. I got my own tobacco here that I grew. I like to grow my own tobacco. And Gonna have a little Thanksgiving tobacco here. Why not? Let's celebrate. Lot to be thankful for. Um, First thing I can think of, being alive, you know? Having a having a near-death experience makes you feel grateful for being alive, every day. Almost to the point where you don't even really wanna think about it, as much as you do, but definitely on days like Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, and, the day of the accident, I'm always just so grateful to be alive, to be able to be doing, what I love, and to be a part of this podcast that continues to grow. That's what I'm thankful for. Throw dog shit in the chat for Kyle. Rick, don't throw dog shit in the chat for Kyle. Please don't. You guys know how that gets to me. Don't hurt my feelings. I'm a sensitive guy. I'm like Terrell Owens after Tony Romo got beat in the playoffs. Dog shit. I could hear his voice from here. I could hear his voice from here just going, dog shit. All right, we got John Madden. Of course, John Madden gets celebrated every Thanksgiving. It's a great tradition. Barry Sanders, 10-time Pro Bowl selection. We just can't watch the Lions primetime game without talking about him. All right, Jared Goff's going to throw it finally. 2nd and 1. It's going to be caught, and it's Rodriguez. Rodriguez? Like Rodrigo? What? Rick, are you seeing this right now? Our dude, Rodrigo, the linebacker, is in the game at fullback and just made a play. He just made a play at what the damn. All right, there we go. Jared Goff gonna throw it again. This time it's gonna be to Amara St. Brown, and that's gonna be good for 8 yards. So the Lions rolling down the field right now, a touchdown makes it a 7-point game. Like, there's nothing to worry about. The Packers are dumb, man. They should have kicked the field goal. I mean, you can't do that, man. You have 23 points. That makes it way more different. Way more different. It's a 3-possession game. You're adding a possession. Montgomery again spins off of a Packer and picks up about 2 yards. Green Bay all over it, as the announcer says. 11-11, make a wish left in the second quarter here. So far, my decision to bench David Montgomery has proven to be a decent one. 3rd and 3. Goff looking, firing to the middle of the field, and it was incomplete. Intended for Sam Laporta, but he threw it a little high. He let the ball sail a little bit, and he rips off both of his chin straps in an aggressive way to basically let the world know, I'm mad about that. I'm mad about that throw. I threw that too high for Sam Laporta, and now my team is punting. And right when you feel like the Lions are starting to roll a little bit, they're punting. He threw that badly. He did. That was bad ball. And the punt is off clean. Reed calls a fair catch at the 13-yard line. And Jordan Love coming out onto the field. We got ourselves a ball game. This is definitely how I anticipated this game going, not being sarcastic. But I still think the Lions can come back and win this game. Let's see. The Lions are actually only 3-point underdogs with them being down 14 points with 10 minutes left. That shows a lot of faith in Detroit. I'm surprised though because man, I just feel like who honestly believes Detroit's not going to come back into this game? Because I know I feel like I already know. If you fast forward me to the fourth quarter, this is going to be a close game, and I'm not even. I just don't know. Like, is it possible that the Packers just rout the Lions and this game doesn't actually ever become a close game again? Let me know if you think that that is even possible. I'm really mad that he threw that ball bad because Sam Laporta would have got an extra couple points for me on my fantasy. If you guys haven't checked out the clip, and I see Bill's clip right here with Tom Grassi and Brandon Perna talking about calling out the NFL. I'm definitely going to check that out. I posted on my Twitter YouTube link to a video that I spent a couple hours probably making it last night after the podcast. And yeah, 11 hours ago, I posted it. It says, check out this gem I made tonight. And then there's a YouTube link. I hope you guys like it. I think it's really, really freaking funny. And it's something I'm going to start doing called Listen to Your Friends. And I won't spoil it. So you're going to have to check it out on the Only Football KR channel. All right, here we go. We're back in for some football. They're showing the miss throw right now. Man, he had that too. Sam Laporta was wide open. He just threw a bad ball. You got to make that throw. All right, first and 10, shotgun formation for Jordan Love. Watson in motion, going to the top of the screen. A fake handoff and a quick throw to A.J. Dillon. And A.J. Dillon jumps over a man and stays on his feet for another 10 yards. A.J. Dillon is on one right now. There was contact coming in. A.J. Dillon just jumped over a guy, and then 34 just hit him while he was in the air jumping, just hit him, didn't wrap him up. And he just like a bowling ball just bounced right off and kept going. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why you wrap up right there. You don't throw bodies into people unless you're going to wrap up with it. Ooh, there's going to be I think this is going to be a false start, maybe an offsides. Approachment number 90. That was Quentin Bohanna. Can't tackle like that. You guys are starting to look like the old Lions. I've seen these Lions before, and I don't think the world wants to see them again. Under center's Love. He's going to hand it off this time to Dillon for a minimal gain. Packers Jordan Love shows more glimpses that he can be the answer at quarterback. Packers' patience with Jordan Love may be finally paying off. Jordan Love has career day to lead Packers past Chargers. A lot of people feeling kind of good about Jordan Love after that last game. Some positive vibes. Angel just P for the D. Now it's the Lions' time to do something. All right. Jordan Love sending a read in motion and looking that way, then firing to the middle of the field. Caught first down Packers. That's Romeo Doubs at the 50-yard line. And the Packers slowly but surely moving down the field into Lions territory. Love already has 159 passing yards. And we are at the 8.5-minute mark in the second quarter and ticking as they break the huddle. Love, 11 for 12, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, 158.2 passer rating. You We're gonna hand off the football here to number 27, and that's gonna be Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, traded from Indianapolis, number 27. I gotta leave for Thanksgiving. Catch you later. Angel, have a good Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family time. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your turkey. Enjoy the stuffing. And we'll be here. Under center, Jordan Love. And it's 2nd and 5. He's going to snap it. Fake the handoff. Looking deep. Caught. Romeo Doubs catches it at the 30-yard line. 29 yards away from another touchdown to make this a 21-point lead for Green Bay. And Detroit at home is falling apart. This wasn't even bad defense. They're in zone. You got the corner matched up with Dobbs pretty well, but this is just a good ball by Jordan Love. Fits it into a tight window, makes the right read, delivers a good ball. This is what Green Bay saw in Jordan Love that made them move off of Aaron Rodgers. And he's finally starting to, it looks like, gain the confidence to hang in the pocket and deliver some of these throws. 1st and 10. It's going to be a pitch to Taylor. Taylor makes kind of a dive move, gain a 6. So Green Bay keeping Detroit on their heels here. That was Campbell with the touchdown. LaFleur doing a great job calling these plays. Detroit legitimately doesn't know what is going on. 12 rushes, 13 passes. That's about as balanced as you can get. Line showing blitz, so they motion Taylor for some pass protection. We'll see if he just chips and rolls out. He does. And it's going to be an incomplete pass intended for Reed. So 3rd and 5 coming up. And Detroit is playing Hell's Bells. If this was in Denver, they would go, it's 3rd down. All right, 3rd and 5, Jordan Love and shotgun. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. No. Taking a shot deep. Oh, it's going to be a flag. No flag. They're going to say it's incidental. Watson is pissed. He threw the ball in the back corner of the end zone, and Watson is laying on the floor. They're saying it's incidental contact. The entire coaching staff for Green Bay is livid. All right, 43-yard attempt. Carlson just missed an extra point. Snap, hold, kick is good. So not good for an extra point, but good for 43. Green Bay takes a 23. See, now, here's a great example of why they should have taken those points. They could have 26 points right now. Easily. This would be a 20-point lead had they taken the points. So it is 23-6. Green Bay shocking the world right now. And this is insane. I'm going to D for the P during the commercial break. And let me get where is the game? Where did the game go? There it is. All right. All right. Good to go. Good to go. Good to go. All right. I'm going to D for the P real quick. And we'll be right back before the commercial break ends. Just this. All right, D for the P is over. What's up, guys? All right, Green Bay back on the field here. And myself what do you call it? Simple greens. Golf throwing incomplete. All right. Detroit can't really get into a rhythm, man. You can tell that they're really trying, but they just can't get anything going right now. Third and 10, not where Detroit wants to be. Not going to have a lot of success converting on 3rd and 10. We'll see if Detroit does here. Goff looking, firing incomplete. He was hit as he was throwing it, but then a flag comes in, and it's in the secondary, and that might be the saving grace right now. Oh my God! Prior to the pass, illegal contact number 58. Just kind of, man, he's not happy about this one. Greg, reload. Hands it off to Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs almost loses the ball, but keeps it. Gain of 7 on the play. Second and 4. Jared Goff under center. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs gains 2 hard-fought yards. Contact at the line of scrimmage. He powers for a couple. 4:20 left in the second quarter. 16 rushes, 10 passes for the Lions today. They did have that one successful drive with the touchdown to Samuel Porta, but since then, it's been turnovers and punts for the Lions. Trying to get out of a groove here. 3rd and 2 is where you want to be. They would still have to punt if they didn't get this, so this is big. Wide open is St. Brown. No, that's Fernando. Or no, Raymond. Fernando. Did I just make that name up? Who the hell is Fernando? Fernando. That's hilarious. All right. Uh-oh. Goff might have felt like he had a free play. The flag doesn't get thrown, so he ends up having to throw it away. Kind of played himself there. Oh my gosh. Now they're checking to see if it's intentional grounding. That's hilarious. Imagine you as a quarterback. They jump offside, so you snap the ball, so it's the easy flag. You think you have a free play. Then you see that they didn't actually throw the flag, so you throw the ball away, and then you get called with intentional grounding. Holy shit. That's about as that's only the Chargers can do that. Oh my god, they call intentional grounding. Loss of down, and they're gonna have to move the ball all the way back to the Lions 48. It's a loss of like 10 yards. Packers jump and they call it on Goff. This is dumb. I totally agree. That was so dumb. Goff on 2nd and 21, throwing. It's caught. That is Brock Wright, number 89. So that's going to make it about 3rd and 11. Yeah, that's the definition of you played yourself. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 12 officially. A little bit of motion. Goff looking, fires, and St. Brown catches it. But it's going to be short, and the Lions are going to go for it here. 4th and 4. The Lions are going to go for it. I would kick the field goal. If you kick the field goal, it's a 14-point game. You're going to need one anyway. Make it a 2-possession game. Reward your offense. But Dan Campbell decides to go for it, and we'll see if it pays off. 4th and 4. Empty backfield. Goff looking, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. So dumb that they don't kick the field goal. I mean, Goff actually had a receiver open right away. It looked like they had their tight end on the right side. I think that was Samuel Porta. He definitely was would have been able to pick up the 4 yards, but Goff wanted to hold on to the ball a little too long, and it gets knocked out. Holy crap, man. Packers jump, and then they call it on Goff. All right. So it looks like my decision to start or not start David Montgomery really paid off. He isn't doing shit right now. Green Bay. Okay, I'm looking on Twitter right now, man, and everybody's super bummed out about that that series of events, and we're getting some script writers comments. Mhm. Here's the top commentary right now from Packers and the Lions. Green Bay's Packers Twitter said turnover on downs. Packers take over with 1:58 left. Jordan Love in the first quarter, 9 for 10, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. A lot of tweets from the Green Bay Packers. Jared Goff today, a picture of Daniel Jones. The Packers came to play for the world today. The best players can't let you down like that if you're hoping to stage a comeback. Sewell beat cleanly on fourth down, leading to Goff getting hit and the ball falling harmlessly incomplete. The win is not in the cards today. Hashtag Lions. Wow. Strong words. Strong words. Lil E in the house. What's up, Lil E? And Rick is in the middle of Thanksgiving at this moment, but he was here earlier and he's been checking in with us. Reed with a quick pass is going to be a 1 yard loss. So Greg Olson right now is saying that he agreed with the decision to go for it. I just don't. I don't. I mean, you got a team where even on that series, there was no big play that really was like, oh, the momentum is shifting. And that's kind of the reason I wouldn't. Like, if you had that type of a play, I would have gone for it. If you felt like, hey, we're averaging 4 yards a play at least, go for it. But you're not. You're having one good play, two bad plays, one penalty, one guy tripping. Like, in those situations, you kick the field goal, try to build some positive momentum, and that's kind of how I go. Like, there's just a feeling, Love taking a shot, knocked away. There's just like a feeling that kind of comes, and I just didn't feel like the Lions had that vibe or that feeling to go for it, if that makes any sense. 52 seconds left in the second. Oh, I need points. I'm cheering for the Packers to get at least a field goal here. All right. Shotgun. Love. Looking. Firing. Caught. He didn't get out. He was tackled out. So, okay, no, the clock still stopped. So I guess he got out. And Lily said, okay, oh, damn, I missed them. Currently at work right now, cleaning the bathrooms. Oh, man. Don't even worry about it because we're going to be doing the 49ers Seahawks game. I don't know if Rick's going to be with me for that, but he'll definitely be checking in. So you'll definitely see him today. Hope work's going all right. Sorry that you have to work on Thanksgiving, man. That freaking sucks. Jordan Love rolling out, throwing incomplete. So it's going to be 4th and 6. And the Packers not able to get any points before the first half ends. And we'll see how aggressive the Lions want to be. They really could use some points. They have all 3 timeouts. They have 41 seconds. The Packers are going to go for it. I think they're just going to try to make him jump off sides because then they would go for it because it's 4th and 6. They jump off sides. It would be 4th and 1. You could do a QB sneak. We'll see if they really snap it. I think they might feel confident right now based on where they're lined up at. Delay of game. So they take the delay of game. I don't. Oh, Cat wants me to open the door for it. Hold on. I'm coming. And then he said, "Yeah, it does. I get off. I don't get off until 4 p.m. Eastern time right now. It's 1:56. Oh man, we're almost there. We're almost there. What kind of place is open on Thanksgiving anyway? Maybe a grocery store? Yeah, it's a grocery store. You told us that. Okay. That I think like it's probably like the only thing. Gas stations, hospitals, police stations, police duties, the military, asshole bosses. All right, so here we go. How aggressive are the Lions going to be? Here we go, Jordan. Oh, Jared Goff. Incomplete to Sam Laporta. Gotta make that catch. Son of a bitch, forgot my wallet this morning. Oh, that's the worst, man. Just going through the whole day feeling naked, hat in your pockets, trying to think where you left it. Oh, I feel like Laporta could have caught this ball, but it was just a little too much of a dive. Got to get Laporta the ball here. Help my fantasy team out. St. Brown wasn't even running the route. And the boos are coming out. It's so funny. The Lions have been totally ass for the last 25 years, and they're 8-2. And the moment that they have a little bit of confrontation, a little bit of adversity, the whole entire stadium starts booing. Like, do you remember how bad the last 25 years were? To have the audacity to boo the moment, it just shows you like there's a like it doesn't matter how long you've been good, how long you've been bad. We all demand excellence from our teams. Goff throwing. Oh, it's going to be caught to Sam Laporta, but there's a flag down. Hopefully, this is on Packers. Come on. Come on. I need this to be on Green Bay. That's my fantasy. I need some. Come on. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? There's an illegal shift on the Lions. The Packers obviously are going to accept it because that makes it 3rd down again. All right, let's go back to Sam Laporta. Come on, let's hit your young tight end. Let's hit him deep. Packers don't seem to be bringing pressure. Going deep. There's nobody over there. Penalty flag comes out. Let's see what the penalty flag is. There's only 13. Oh my God. Penalties declined. It's 4th down. The penalty was on Detroit. And Lily, I am cheering for the Packers, but I'm also cheering for the Lions. I have Sam Laporta on my fantasy team, so I want him to score, and I also have the Packers to win by, I took the Packers plus 7.5, so the Packers can lose, but not by more than a touchdown. So right now they have 21. No. They have 17. They have 17 plus 7 because I have a touchdown to give. 24. I can afford 24 points right now from Detroit. So that's why I'm like, come on, get a touchdown. Give it to Laporta because I have enough space right now where I can afford it. And Bill says, just run for a good game here. And the Packers are going to throw a quick ball to Reed, and now they can call a timeout. He definitely got down in time. They're going to say 1 second. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. 1 second, 2 seconds. He definitely had 2 seconds. But if you want to call it at 1, you call it at 1. He's down right here. He's calling timeout. Yeah. I love how anybody can call a timeout. It'd be funny if one time just someone and they're like, "What? I gotta pee." Like in Like Mike. All right, his longest field goal is 52 yards. This is a 63-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick is going to be returned. And why not? Here he goes. And he's still on his feet. And he's staying on his feet. And the Packers finally wrap him up. Wow. And that is always the danger of trying to get your field goal kicker to max out on the field, is that if it doesn't make it, it's gonna be returned. And those are very likely to be returned for a touchdown. Just the people you have for a field goal, they're not the fastest people. So and then Bill said, "I like that return." I mean, why not? Oh yeah, you got to return those every time. And it's just like like Bill said, just rooting for a good game. Like I'm like, go, fuck it, take it back. I don't care. It'll be fun. Um, but he doesn't take it back. That's the end of the first half, and there is 29 total points scored in that half. The defensively, the Packers are either doing really well, or offensively, the Lions are in a slump right now. To be totally honest with you, I don't know which one it is because I know that the Packers offense has really stepped up. The young guys have been stepping up and playing good, but I just don't know how much of it is kind of Detroit just not really playing good, and that's uh that's kind of interesting because just a couple of weeks ago, Green Bay was one of the worst teams in the league, and you're seeing though a theme here, and I think the theme is that teams that started, we'll say 1-5 or 2-4, uh, 1-6 even, the ones that are well coached were able to turn their season around, and the ones that aren't are continuing on that streak. They're continuing on that path. Matt LaFleur, Sean Payton, offensive minds, they're adapting, they're learning, and they're starting to win. And in both the Packers and the Broncos, their defenses started playing well. They started playing better defensively. So I'm not so quick to be like, no, this is the Lions just having a bad day. Like I think you gotta give credit where it's due. And I think Green Bay is playing really good right now. They're flying around on defense. They're getting turnovers. Jordan Love had 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter with over 150 passing yards and an insane passer rating. You got to give credit where credit's due. Right now, the Packers are playing good ball in Detroit because of that, and maybe because of because they haven't been playing that great the last 2 weeks. They're definitely getting hit by the Packers right now. And just looking at the points per game, because I'm wondering now, like Uh, how much points are they giving up per game? And there's a metric here that I have pulled up. Total defense, opponent, plays per game, yards per game, punts per game. Is there no punts per game? More team stats, offense by quarter. Oh, scoring offense. So it'd be scoring defense. Here we go. Okay, opponent points per game. Detroit is 22nd. Okay, so they're giving up the 22nd most points per game, which is an average of 22.9. However, if you look at the team that's in last place in points per game, as the team giving up the most points per game, it's the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders are giving up 27.7 points per game. Okay. In Detroit's last three, they're giving up 26 points per game in their last three games. So Detroit is actually in their last three games about as bad as the NFL has in points per game. And, and Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur are taking advantage of that. Detroit is giving up a lot of points, worst in the league in the last three games. Washington's giving up 27. They're giving up 26. You saw the Chargers able to score on them. You saw the Bears able to score on them. Now the Packers are scoring on them. And when we think of Dan Campbell and we think of this defense, we think of like hard-nosed Aiden Hutchinson, Dan Campbell football. And I think sometimes the the way we picture them kind of saves them a little bit. For instance, when we think about Detroit's defense, I don't know about you guys, but I think, oh, they're tough. They're tough. You know what I mean? And they don't give up that much. And they're about as bad as they can be, but they have so much character and so much of a persona that I think it distracts us from what the Lions are, the product that they're really giving us. And I think the Packers have definitely turned their season around. Now they're going to have to close this game out, and they're going to have to get this win. And look, you could easily be like, "Well, this is what the Lions need. Like they don't deserve to win this game." I'm a Lions fan. I wish they would have got beat by the Bears last week. They didn't deserve to win that game. But instead, Lions fans that I've been seeing on Twitter are like, "There's no chance the Packers beat us tomorrow." That's what they said last night. And I said I wouldn't say there's zero chance because when you're playing the Bears, ESPN in the fourth quarter actually had the Bears with a 98% chance to beat you. And yes, you came back and won, but this is probably not the week to talk about percentages. And he goes, it doesn't matter because we came back and won. And I was like, in a way, I agree with that, but you're missing the point. I'm not saying that it matters on your win loss column. I'm saying the way that we are predicting and picturing the Lions, the type of team that we think they are, it does affect that. And that is what we are using to say that the Packers have no chance. No chance. What makes you so confident about a team that has been going through the struggles it's been going through? And look, I had them at number two in my power rankings, and I do think I have them too high. But I also love the story. And I love that the Lions haven't been good in forever, and I love Dan Campbell. And I think some of those biases maybe has them a little too high, and maybe we're a little too forgiving about first halves that start like this when it comes to the Lions. Because this was Russell Wilson, dude. God, you guys would be shitting all over him. The internet loves that. You know what I mean? But instead, kind of goes undetected. So I don't know if you guys agree with any of that, but that's my rant. That's gonna be my halftime rant. We do got a concert going right now. Jack Harlow, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Harlow is on the field. No, not yet. Tyler Fink said, Packers win, Vikings lose. We are only one game out of the 7th seed. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. The NFC is going to be like that, though. It's going to be a weaker division where people can kind of hang in there. But I got to be honest. I don't know if the Packers are gonna take it, because you got to remember that you're not fighting for the Vikings per se. Like, having a better record than the Vikings doesn't guarantee you the 7th seed. Just because the Vikings are in the 7th seed right now doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, you guys are gonna have to have a good enough record to be a 7th seed. So let's say you end up hopping the Vikings, the Lions. Let's say the Vikings lose the rest of their games. So let's say the Vikings end right now. I think they have 6 wins, so they would go 6-12, and the Packers go 7-11, or it would be 7-10. That could still not be good enough to be a 7th seed if, let's say, the Rams emerge to that spot, or the Commanders even, because let's look at some of the teams. And Bill said, "What the f is with those zippers on the pants?" To be honest, I wasn't looking at them, but I'm not surprised. I'm gonna go NFC playoff picture. I mean, this is what we should be talking about at halftime, because we're getting really, really close. We'll probably start doing this at halftime for games like this. So the Packers right now are the 8th seed. They're on the bubble, and the Packers need to make sure, because I do think the Vikings are going to start losing. I think they could lose to the Bears. I do think the Joshua Dobbs thing, like, yes, he has moments, but I'm not like bought in that they're a playoff team. Now they have a lot of weapons, and when they get Justin Jefferson back, we'll see how that affects the team. Sometimes when a superstar leaves, things actually go better, and that doesn't mean that person's not great. It's just sometimes a great player demands a lot of looks, demands a lot of energy, even if he doesn't say anything and he's super humble and he's like Davante Adams in Las Vegas. Even if he's like that, as a quarterback, you still feel like this guy's too good to waste, and it sometimes affects it affects the game. So I think that the Vikings have just kind of gotten everybody's hearts on their win streak. I think they're going to start losing. The Rams are playing the Cardinals. That's probably a dub. I think it's a dub. Rick thinks it's not. So I really think the Rams would be 5-6. The Packers would be tied with 5-6. I guess what you really need is you need the Vikings to lose to go to 6-6. And then the Packers and Rams would both be one game back. And then you probably would want to start cheering for the Rams to lose. Because the Falcons, Buccaneers, they're not getting in. Whoever wins that division is going to get in. It's probably going to be the Saints or the Falcons. Could be the Bucs. But to say 2 teams is coming out of the NFC South, that's not happening. So you can eliminate them. Now, the Commanders are the other team I would keep an eye out for. I know they're 4-7 right now, but I just think the NFC is really weak, and I could see, they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. I think that's going to shift maybe a little bit, but in reality, they could start losing. Now, the Giants is interesting, because the Giants are coming off a really great win, and now they're playing the 2-8 Patriots, who will most likely move to 2-9. The Giants will move to 4-8. If the Commanders lose to the Cowboys today, the Commanders and Giants would be tied at 4-8. Now, remember how good the Commanders started the season? Now the Giants have made enough, just winning 2 in a row, They're tied with the Commanders, and if the Bucks lose to the Colts, they'll be tied with the Bucks. And if Atlanta loses, they'll be tied with Atlanta. And if the Rams lose, they'll be tied with Atlanta or the Rams. Holy crap, dude! This is blowing my mind. If the Giants win, and the Commanders, Bucks, Falcons, Rams, and Packers all lose, these are all 4-6 teams. The Giants would be one game out of the bubble. I mean, you need the Vikings to start losing. Seattle's probably going to take that. Seattle and the Cowboys are going to be the two. There's only one spot to fight for, and I do think the Vikings are going to start losing. I think the metal would be cold too. I mean, how do you sit down in that stuff with the zippers grinding in your ass? Or maybe he likes it. I gotta see these zippers. I'm going back. Is it the brown pants? I think the zippers are on his side. Maybe there's a different pair of pants. Let me go to the beginning. I think it's going down like his thighs, not his ass. What are those? Those are not resourceful at all. What do you do with those pockets? Drop everything to your feet when you put it in? Like what? All right. This is what we need. This is what we need. Let's take a look. All right, Green Bay plus 7.5, over 46 points. So there was 29 points scored. Yeah, 29 points were scored. So we need about 17, 18. We need about 18 points scored in the second half. I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get that. Let's see what they're saying the over-under is right now. Oh, it's at 56 right now. Oh no, it's at 52. So that's a good sign that I got a good number. Somebody just tagged me in something on Twitter. So this guy goes, "Just here thinking about this team with a healthy Tim Patrick," and it's a picture of Cortland Sutton crying or with like a tear in his eye. I think it's during the national anthem. And this guy underneath goes, "It fucking kills me that Russ has never played a down with this dude." He's talking about Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick is Tyler Lockett. It would be electric. And I put Tim Patrick is half a foot taller than Lockett. And then this guy just put McMillan. I think this is the Denver's corner. Holy shit! That's awesome. He put seriously, what is bro talking about? Two completely different styles. If anything, Lockett is more similar to Mims or Judy than Tim Patrick. That's awesome. Dude, this has been such a great day. I had Patrick Surtain pulled up one of my comments. They got the DNVR bar, and and it was on Tuesday, and they were talking about how the suspension went down, and I said Kareem Jackson's out there playing football. Everyone else is playing balls, which is a quote from The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. and they put it up on the screen, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, Surtain!" Because it's cool because my YouTube, it says my name, Kyle Kitzman, but it has a picture of me too. So it's like I'm not, it separates my comment from just like, um, something with no picture. Like Bill's he has a picture, which I kind of personalizes, like, oh, that's Bill. Um, so anyway, I was really stoked about it, and then right after that, he put it up again. Um, he put it up. I had two more comments. One of them was I put if Denver and Kansas City tie or have the same record, who has the tiebreaker? And then I added something like later about Greg Dulcich. And both of them got put up on the screen. And I was like, dude, I feel like Surtain's just like clicking on my shit. And it's awesome. Because I'm a huge fan. Like, obviously you see the jersey. It's a mirror. It's that way. We got Edub in the chat. What's up, Edub? Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. What do we got here? We got a turkey. We got wow, what is that? Is that 2 pumpkins? Or is that a pie? No, that's a pie. Okay, so we got a turkey. I'm going to say the pumpkin and the pie means pumpkin pie. And then we got champagne, beer, and football. That's what Maryland does. Turkey, pie, pumpkin pie, champagne, beer, and football. All right, what kind of Jordan Love are we going to get in the second half? Are we going to get the Jordan Love from the first quarter? Are we going to get this new improved Jordan Love? More importantly, what Jared Goff and what Lions team is coming out onto the field? Can the Lions turn this game around? Put your predicted scores in the comments with the winner, 26-23 Lions. Whatever it is, the earlier you do it, the better. And we'll see who gets closest, and then I will be giving an award, a present, to whoever comes the closest. So if you want to win the prize, put in your predicted score with the winner. Whoever comes closest will be mailed an exclusive prize, and then there will be one more prize for whoever, I guess, shares clips. I don't know. Give me some time to think about it. I'm trying to do some kind of like if you guys, whoever promotes it the most is gonna get a present too. So give me some time, but just so you know what I'm working on, put your predictions in the comments. Oh, there goes Gibbs all the way down. And Jordan's been a monster, an absolute dog shit. No, he's been great. He's been looking really good. And Edub says, I predicted 31-13 Lions. So much for that. It doesn't matter. This is just for the second half. We're playing this game from the third quarter. I say we got 30 more seconds, then I'll cut it off and we'll do it on the next game. Oh, there goes Amara St. Brown all the way down to the 21-yard line. And we are entering the red zone. Good throw right here. Lions came out firing. This is what I expected. This is why you take the 3 if you're Green Bay and not go for it on 4th and 2. But Green Bay's defense has been good in the red zone so far, and the Lions have hurt themselves with penalties. Let's see if the Lions can come out and really make a statement. This is going really well for them right now. Hand off to Gibbs. Gibbs up the middle, goes to the 20-yard line. So I guess technically he wasn't in the red zone, but now he is technically in the red zone. All right. Second down. 2nd and 9. Green Bay trying everything they can to get up the field. We got no predictions. Come on, guys. Not a single prediction. Goff throws it. Caught by Reynolds. All right, under 12:50. 3rd and 6. And now I can do it. It's 3rd down. And Montgomery's gonna run it, and Montgomery's gonna stand his feet and score a touchdown. There's a penalty. It's coming back. It is coming back. We got Bill, 33-21 Packers. All right, I'm gonna do one myself. There's my prediction. Yeah, this is such a bullshit call. That is such a bad call. These refs are fucking paid to throw this game. That is such a bad penalty. Okay, so it's gonna be 3rd and short because they accepted the penalty. It's 10 yards from the foul. It happened at the 1-yard line, so the ball's on the 12. They're gonna hand it off, and Montgomery runs it all the way down to the 5. Zebra ball bullshit. Yep, that was terrible. That was a just terrible call. It definitely looked like if you were gonna call it, it would have been called on Douglas. Douglas had his arms wrapped around Reynolds. 1st and goal. Goff under center is gonna hand it off again to Montgomery, and Montgomery stretches his hands out. I think he got it. Touchdown. Touchdown. Try to take that one away, Montgomery said. Yep, that's a touchdown. 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 Can't take that one away. No, no, you can't. Oh, Montgomery's limping. I think he got a stinger. It looked like a helmet went straight at his leg and kind of bent him in a weird way. He did look like he got bent in a not a great way. They're gonna try to go for 2 here. And they're gonna hand it off to Montgomery, and he lost the ball. Oh, but they're gonna say he fumbled after. Alright, so the two-point conversion is good. And if you put a prayer if you put you sent a prayer up, it was answered. The Lions come out, and now they're only down 9. Just atrocious, Edub said. Just complete dog shit. And it looks like I made the right decision not to start Montgomery because he looks like he's dealing with some kind of injury on the sideline. Montgomery with 13.5 points. We will see how much of him we'll get. Sam Laporta, only 2 receptions at the moment. All right. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this one, guys. And so much points that I'm gonna go right now because he's got that little stinger. I'm gonna go player receiving yards, and do they have running backs? Yeah. Let's. Oh, they don't have. That's so stupid. Oh, David Montgomery. I'm trying to find Jahmyr Gibbs. They, they took it off. They're smart. Player rushing yards. Take Jahmyr Gibbs scored 2 touchdowns. That's the only one that they left on. That's so dumb. Why wouldn't you be able to have the running back as one of the positions for receiving yards? I'm going to take Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta to go over 86, over 60. And I'll take Raymond to get one more, and Jameson Williams. Get yourself a diamond ring, get yourself a diamond ring, get yourself a diamond ring, get yourself a diamond ring. Playing a shootout. Let's go. I'm all in. I'm all in. I sense what kind of game we're about to have, and I can feel it. So the commercial break is officially over. We're back, and this is big to see how Jordan Love's going to respond. I think we're going to take one more look at the touchdown run. Montgomery had a really good cutback on that one. Hat on fire in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy to have you in here. We had a couple happy Thanksgivings. Inside's been awesome. You guys have been great. Wow. This is crazy, man. This game has turned into a full-fledged rivalry right now. Matt LaFleur running off the field got bumped by a Detroit staff, and he started exchanging words. The coaches are even, John. And Jordan Love gets rid of the ball, and it's going to be A.J. Dillon for a 6-yard gain. And I'm telling you right now, if there's going to be a fight, if I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm running. You're going to fight Dan Campbell? Just saying, the players are going to be the ones fighting, but if the coaches want to get into it, I'm taking Dan Campbell. I'm taking Dan Campbell to beat up Matt LaFleur if it comes down to it. 2nd and 5 after the A.J. Dillon reception. Read in motion. They fake it to him and hand it off to A.J. Dillon, which is going to put the Packers in a great situation. 3rd and 3, maybe even 3rd and 2. We'll see how it's spotted, but good position right here. 3rd and 2. Aaron Glenn, defense coordinator for the Lions, calling his play. The Lions all on their feet, waving a 3. I think I have no idea what that means. Maybe 3-1-3, but I didn't see any ones, just 3s. Love in shotgun. 3rd and 2. Looking, firing, caught. Reed wide open. Touch. There you go. And they've been trying to get Reed in space a lot. Look at this. Right into the middle of the field. The Lions sent 4 in Love in the pass protection. Hold off just long enough. That was huge. That kinda takes the crowd out of it a little bit. Shotgun for Love, looking. Oh, there's a flag. It's a false start. That is not what the Packers needed right here. That is not what the Packers needed. This is what how do the balloons come up? Who does it? I don't know how the balloons fall on me, but they do. All right. 1st and 15. Love, looking, looking, looking all the time in the world, firing. Caught! He threw it across his body all the way to the other side of the field. And Jordan Love is feeling himself right now. Look at this throw. What a throw. What a throw. What a freaking throw by Jordan Love. Holy crap. That's just like one of those throws that makes everybody feel like, okay, we got something. Dylan on 2nd and 3 gets stopped short in the backfield. And now it's going to be 3rd down. All right. Take a look here and see what the Packers decide to do. 3rd and 4. This might be 4-down territory, meaning they could run it and maybe run a draw. I know Packers wouldn't love it, but it would set up maybe a 4th and 1, then QB sneak. We'll see. Lions look like they're blitzing. Packers will throw. Dobbs dropped it. It was a great pass, and it was just dropped. Romeo Dobbs ran a quick slant. Jordan Love made the right read. He got the ball out, put it right on the money, and Dobbs, trying to catch it with his body instead of his hands, loses it. Gotta make that catch. Now Green Bay's got to punt it to give it back to a Lions team who just scored, and the Lions scored 21-23, and you got the whole 3rd quarter and 4th quarter. I mean, it's a whole new game. That was a big drop by Dobbs in a really, really crucial part of the field. And the punt will go down as a good one, down at the 1-yard line. So the special teams makes a great play, and that's how it's got to be. Like, I've watched a lot of Broncos in this 5-4 game win streak. I've seen a lot of games where it's been kind of like this, but what saves you in these games, what actually gets the Packers over that type of drop is special teams. It's the defense. That is what a complete win is. Jordan Love's not going to be able to drive down every time. You're going to need the special teams to put the ball down at the 1. You're going to need the defense to get an interception. It's not just on the offense. So far, I got to say, what I'm seeing from Green Bay looks like they're on track right now for a very complete team win. All phases of the game playing pretty good, excluding that touchdown drive to open up the second half. Green Bay's defense has been playing pretty good today. So this looks like it could be a complete team win, but on the other side, Detroit's one touchdown away from having, the entire game to win. So Green Bay's just gonna have to hang in there and just keep. I'm talking like big plays, turnover, interception, fumble, meaningful, plays. All right, once again, thank you guys for coming in. If you guys wouldn't mind liking this video, that would help us fun. Um, hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving. Just a reminder, I'm gonna be streaming the 49ers Seahawks game tonight. I think the 49ers are gonna roll the Seahawks, but it's in Seattle. Anything can happen. 12th man, all that. But yeah, you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button or thumbs up or whatever so that YouTube thinks that you like this, even though I know you don't. I would appreciate it. Let's continue to trick the entire world. All right, so let's see what over is at right now. So 46.5 is what I got in at. Right now, it's at 54.5. And it's probably because it's unlikely Detroit scores compared to if they had the ball in the 30. Instead, they take it at the 1 yard line and probably would imagine that Jahmyr Gibbs is going to touch the ball right away, try to get him on the end zone. Maybe they can go with Montgomery. I don't know how healthy he is. They're going to go to Montgomery, and Montgomery picks up 4. So no longer on the 1 yard line, and Greg Olsen is destroying a turkey that actually looked pretty freaking good. It made me hungry, to be honest, which is a good thing because it's Thanksgiving and there's about to be a ton of food. So I think I want turkey now. That looks so good. All right, shotgun for Goff. Goff looking, throwing. It's who got it? It might be picked. St. Brown has the catch. They're saying he has the catch. Okay, there's a fight going on again between these teams. So Goff threw the ball to St. Brown. It looked like Valentine. Yeah, it looked like he had it picked, but then it went through his hands, and then Valentine just kind of stuck his hands back in and ripped it out way at the end. He's down. He's down with the ball. That's Lions ball. He should have picked it. He got so lucky that this wasn't picked. All right, got the score right. All right, fakes the handoff off, looking, rolling, and throws it at the feet of David Montgomery. And 2nd and 10 coming up. Good sack right there. Good pressure by Green Bay, making Jared Goff have to throw that ball. All right, shotgun, little pre-snap motion. St. Brown, Goff throwing that way, and it's caught. And that is going to be good for, I think, 7 yards. Oh, yeah, I need some guys to get some yards. Who was it? Was it St. Brown? Yeah. Sam Laporta, Raymond, St. Brown, and Jameson Williams. So who had that catch that Valentine was fighting with? All right, Sam Laporta on the field for this very important 3rd and 5, backed up all the way at their own 20. Goff looking. Oh, he had St. Brown. He just overthrew it by a hair. Oh, now they got to punt it. Oh, man. Looks like, yeah, I totally agree. Goff threw that ball as if he was gonna keep, like a 45-degree angle. Amon-Ra St. Brown ran it a little flat, and they just weren't on the same page. I don't know if it was necessarily, oh, they're gonna fake punt it. They didn't get it. Green Bay takes the ball over. Wow. The Lions dial up a fake punt, and the Packers are not fooled. And now the Packers are in the red zone. What a momentum shift in this game. They're trying to be gutsy here. They're trying to be Dan Campbell, and Green Bay just sniffs that out. And the Packers just swarm to the ball, just collectively. Every Packer besides the punt returner was in on this tackle. That is a great job. And special teams coordinator is going to have some explaining to do. All right, Watson in motion to the bottom of the screen. They're going to hand it off. I love how Dan was like, "It's okay," because he probably knows it is okay. You hold the Packers to 3 points. It's still a 2-possession game. You get the ball back, you score, then you're down 6. I mean, you can't. You got to be the best coaches in the league. They're always on to the next play. They don't harp on the last play for too long. Dan Campbell's smart for being lighthearted about it. Shotgun for Love, standing on the 25-yard line. 5 receivers for Green Bay, 3 to the top of the screen. Love spins and rolls out to the bottom of the screen, looking. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to. There's a flag on the play. It might be holding. Okay, so it's going to be on Jenkins. That is going to be holding. Yeah, he was holding on to number 90, Boana. That I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness, and it's strange. You don't even know how to feel. It's adorable when you're staring at a demigod. What can I say except you're welcome? Fakes the handoff on 2nd and 17. Love going deep. Caught. Romeo Doubs makes up for the 3rd down drop on the previous series by coming down with a contested hard catch right here that's going to bring up 3rd and short. The Packers were deep in trouble, 2nd and 17, and Jordan Love just delivers a great ball. Wow. You can tell that this guy's been hanging out with Aaron Rodgers just based on the way Jordan Love throws the football. You can tell there's something to be said for doing what Green Bay does. Snap. Jordan Love looking, taking a shot to the end zone. Watson's got a touchdown. Packers score. It's going to be 30-14. And Dan Campbell is in disbelief. Green Bay is giving an old-fashioned ass whooping to the Lions to remind them who they've been and who they will always be to the Green Bay Packers. And that is not a serious threat. This is they're going to go for 2. I'm just kidding. Every time I try to jump the gun, I'm wrong. So they're going to try to go for 2, and probably the right decision. I'd make it a 17-point lead instead of a 16-point lead, which would mean a 3-possession game. Let's see if they can get it. Jordan Love in motion. They're going to hand it off to Reed. Reed flips it back to Doubs. Doubs going to get tackled. Green Bay should have just taken the points where you can get it. Take the points when you can get it. It would be 33-14 if you just took the points when you could get them. But instead, 4 points are off the board. And that means that this is a 15-point game. So now Detroit just needs 1 2-point conversion, and the rest a touchdown and extra point. Dumb play. I agree. There's a lot going on right there. A lot going on. Out on fire. Another Green Bay touchdown. And I love this because now Detroit's going to have a sense of urgency. Sam Laporta is going to give me 100 yards. I need a big game out of him. You're the one I want. You're the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bill, I'm still mad about that frickin' Rich Eisen clip you sent me. What kind of maniac doesn't like pumpkin pie? Was he not loved as a child? No, he was definitely loved as a child. Rich Eisen was definitely loved. Rich Eisen is always, I always say, Rich Eisen is like how I always envisioned my dad. You know what I mean? Like the the stereotypical best dad ever mug on his table. Great voice, wise, not emotional, very logical, no knee-jerk reaction really, very put together. Just he's like he's an American man. Like, if I had to go, like, get a prototype to explain to aliens what, like, a dad that cuts his grass in New Balances is, I would go get Rich Eisen. So, I love Rich Eisen. I always have. But if he doesn't like pumpkin pie, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to, stop watching. That is a line that you just don't cross, especially on today. You know, I mean, if you're gonna bring up something that controversial, you got to do it in spring. You can't do it the night before Thanksgiving. The show lesson reminded me of what we talked about. No, I love when you send me videos and then Ida said, but if they go into a tailspin, it's just going to be the same old song and dance. Yeah. Oh my god. The ball is just not friends with the Lions, even on that kick return. Like Green Bay doing a great job bringing pressure. They got a little video on the screen showing how successful Green Bay's been today. And the offensive line, this is the best offensive line in the NFL. Who said that? Somebody said that. Um, I think it was Rich Eisen, maybe. I think Brick, somebody. And I knew they had a great O line. I thought they were like 2 or 3. I thought Cleveland had the best, but whoever said it, I was a little surprised. Like, oh, the Lions are the best O line, like in the NFL. Like that's a for sure thing. And they're not holding up today in pass protection. Maybe they're great in the running game. That I don't know. Maybe they're just having an off day. They did just play a tough game against the Chargers, then a really tough game against the Bears. They might just be a worn out team right now that needs a bye week. That already had it. Or did they have their bye week yet? Yeah, they did because it's week 12. Oregon trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. A win over Washington, that'll probably be the Pac-12 championship. Oregon and Washington. So if they win that game, they would be in the playoffs. And they'll probably play Georgia as a 4 seed, and Ohio State and Michigan probably will play again. No, no, no. No, Florida State would play the winner of Ohio State and Michigan, assuming Florida State wins. Because all they have to do is win, and it'll work itself out. All right, 3rd and 5. Jared Goff, quick throw to. Is that Reynolds? Is that Reynolds? Yes, that's Reynolds. Woo! I got the yards. Eagles have the best O line in the NFL, and it's not even close. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Eagles, the Eagles are some bad mofo's. Jason Kelsey, come on. All right, Sam Laporta, Amara St. Brown, or Jamison Williams. Wow, he got smothered. So let me present this, okay? If Kareem Jackson made this hit, didn't he just hit him with the wasn't that helmet to helmet? Is that not helmet to helmet? Show it again. Definitely his helmet hit his helmet. I don't understand. Because he came from the side, it didn't get called? Maybe it's just based solely on crowd reaction. Woo! Reynolds with the toss gets the ball out. Gonna be, I think, a yard short. 33 seconds, and it's 3rd and 1. The Lions shouldn't be so. They need to get this play off. There's 26 seconds. 20 seconds now. What are they letting the clock fucking drain out on them? You guys are losing. Let's go. Line it up. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Little motion. And a handoff goes to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets a 1st down. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. And we got a ball game. We got a ball game. Oh, I made them both into. There we go. All right. So, assuming Detroit scores here, let's see. Let's see whose score predictions. We'll revisit them. We had Bill 33-21 Packers. Well, they would have to get 2 safeties. They could get a field goal, and it could be 32-21, which would be awesome. That's pretty close. But I do think they get 1 touchdown at least. So that's at 21. 28-35. So if they score quick, they can get 2 more. And then let's say they got to get 1 2-point conversion. We know that. So that would make it 36 if they get it. So it might be like 36-40 even. Because who's to say Green Bay doesn't get 1 more? I think we're going to have a high-scoring game here. But Green Bay's defense has been pretty good today. So, I mean, to just think like, oh, to assume they, 3 quarters, I don't know. I think Detroit finds a way to make this a competitive game. I really believe they will. Oh, the 2 points screwed me up. It did because I I wasn't actually expecting that either. Like I threw up on the ticker 30 already, and I was like, oh shit. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving. Hope you guys, with 3 football games on, 6 football teams playing. I'm sure a lot of you got some fantasy players going right now. I got somebody in my league has Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got 4.9 points. I'm gonna add. Quick throw to Laporta. Laporta catches it, but gets back to the line. Kill, kill, kill. Audible at the line. Goff looking to throw, fires, caught, but it pops up, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Jahmyr Gibbs was the intended receiver, and he got popped. Hey, I said pop. Lions needing 12 yards. Throw a screen to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs picks up a couple. And now Gibbs has 6.4. There you go. Oh, no, ticker. And here you go. Your fantasy ticker. Oh, he dropped it. He fumbled the ball. This is huge. If the Lions don't get back on this football, that's 3 points. And the ref's trying to figure out. There we go. Woo! Man, that food smells good. All right. Hope you guys appreciate the fantasy ticker. Now it's time for our Packers Lions top commentary. Rashawn Gary gets the sack and another 4th down stop for the Packers. Jerry Jacobs Thanksgiving tweets are elite. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. A beauty, a lot of Packers. Let's get regular people. I like just seeing the latest. Too bad that Rashawn Gary isn't getting any sacks. Rashawn Gary, you're him. That's why you pay Rashawn Gary. 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Guy is pulling out of his mind today. Game record. And Bears on Thanksgiving, a Lions tradition since 1934. The Lions came into the game as the best team in the NFL on 4th down conversions. They're 0-4 today. Yikes. Remember when Rashawn Gary – let me get that updated quick. Embarrassed on Thanksgiving. Okay, here we go. Remember when Rashawn Gary was disappointing because he had an immense pressure? I mean, automatically. Had an immense pressure rate, but apparently not enough sacks, almost like pressure leads to them. Crazy. I don't know what he's trying to get at. Rashawn Gary again. They can't block the Michigan man. You just can't block the Michigan man. All right, we are back. Just noticed the ticker kind of cool. Awesome. I was hoping you guys would like it. All right, Packers taking over at the takes the handoff. Love looking and throws it. Looks like it was too low for Sims. All right, we need the Lions to get the ball back quick. Rashawn Gary, 3 sacks today, tied a career high. That's what all of the internet's talking about right now. If you're a Packers fan, it's probably what you're talking about. He's definitely getting a turkey leg. Love over the middle, caught. Wow. Malik Heath catches the ball. Love just looks so comfortable. This is such a good, accurate football. This is great coverage. This is such a great ball. This is an Aaron Rodgers type ball. He is really good today. I'm telling you, I've seen enough. Jordan Love can play. He's the Packers' long-term quarterback. I'll say it right now. Blitz and Love trying to throw it away, and he does. They're going to throw a flag now for grounding. No foul for intentional grounding because Reed was in the area. Going to add some ticker stuff. Jordan Love throwing and Heath again. Doing pretty well. And then I guess A.J. Dillon might be another honorable mention. A.J. Dillon. Packers 3rd and 5. Love looking, going deep. Oh, out of the hands of Reed. Oh, man. David Montgomery needs a capital D. There we go. Packers faked it earlier, and they're going to fake it now. They'll take the delay of game, and the Packers will punt the ball. Still a 2-possession game. 12 minutes left in the game. The Lions will probably, with about probably 11:48 left in the game, have the ball. We'll see if the Packers can indeed. They put him on the 1-yard line before. Lions probably hoping this one's over kick. Remember, this is right where he kicked the one ball that went on the 1-yard line. So, and this one is high, fair caught at the 9-yard line. 11:52. So the Lions need to get a touchdown for the mental health of everybody in that stadium right now. Bill said BS, that's grounding. I thought I saw Reed in the area who went at his feet. If that's grounding, then the play on first down that was when pressure came and he threw it too low for I forget who it was, but It was like the same play happened twice, but they didn't call it on the first one. So I don't know. I thought that he was I thought there was a player close enough because I know that because when he threw the ball, I wasn't like, "There's no one over there." I was like, "I wonder if he can die for this." So a lot of times when it's intentional grounding, as soon as they throw it, it's like you know that there's no chance of completion, and I didn't feel like there was no chance. But I know the sports announcer Greg Olson. I know he felt like it should have been intentional grounding. So you're the one I want. You're the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Offensive line has been absolutely ass. I don't even know which team he's supporting. Yes, nothing beats drinking and watching Detroit lose a football game every year. I'm beyond impressed with Jordan Love. That's how I feel right now. Lions defense desperately needs CJ Gardner Johnson back. Lions on Thanksgiving Day, and it's a bunch of little kids coming out on their pee wee football team tripping and falling over each other. It's got to be the cutest video I've ever seen. I'm retweeting this. Bill, you got to see this. Nice. We got the same score, 29-14. Hopefully, the Madden family is getting some actually good family reminiscent time. Last year, the media was like flooding the interviews, their homes. Hopefully, a whole year later, maybe they've been able to accept that, and I hope their family's doing well. Goff looking to throw. He's going to run it, not a runner, but he is going to run it, and he's going to get tackled by Quay Walker. First 9 games, the Lions had 5 turnovers. The last 2 games, they've had 6, including 3 today. And that is kind of the trend with bad teams, as we call them, beating good teams, turnovers. That's key. 2 of them came on 4th down. Under center this time. Lions run the football here with Montgomery. All right. Easy first down right there for David Montgomery. So now 15.1. All right. He's going to hand it off here to Montgomery again, and Montgomery picks up another 4. Packers in the hunt is wild. Wild. Under center is Goff. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Faking the handoff. Looking deep, and it's caught, and that's Reynolds, I believe. That's Williams. Yes! Woo! That's Williams. Jameson Williams. Those are the yards. Those are the yards. Sam Laporta and Amara St. Brown. Oh, he threw it too low for Gibbs. 30, 29, 29, so it'd be 60. Lions need a touchdown, man. They need a touchdown. And Reynolds running off the field. Looks like Jameson Williams is checked in. And Goff looking, firing. And that's Reynolds. No, that's Raymond. Raymond shaking up. He got up a little slow. Is he all right? No, he's fine. He's fine. It looked like when he got up, he went like that. I thought he was telling the receiver to come in. I think he was telling the offense to hurry up. And they're going to give it to Gibbs now. And Gibbs is going to pick up 3 yards. And Lions got to hurry up, man. We're going under 8 minutes and 15 seconds here in the fourth. Gibbs with a run. Powerful 3 yards. It's the push after. Yeah, it probably should have been called a late hit. Refs really trying to get the Packers to seal this one. Oh, St. Brown loses some yards. Owens playing a really great game for the Packers. All right. Packers on the 12-yard line. Need a touchdown. Only need 7, but need a touchdown. And it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Laporta. Oh, that would have been awesome, you guys. That would have been big for me. Another that was 4th down. I didn't even realize that. Holy crap. And these Lions fans, man, these Lions fans are about to be bummed. Bill said Laporta should have had that. Yeah, I thought he threw a good ball. I only got one look at it, but it looked like he threw it right on the money. I see a picture of the stage that they used for the Jack Harlow concert, and it goes, "Why'd they use a high school play budget for this stage?" It's the most pathetic looking stage ever. It's so funny. Honestly, that should have been a. I agree with Lions fans that are like mad about that late. Oh, excuse me. That are mad about that late hit. Like, there's no way that that wasn't a late hit. I think he thought, hey, maybe his feet were just tangled when that push came in, and that's why he got tripped. It wasn't necessarily the push, but it was the fact that he was tripped up. Jador. Dior. You guys didn't say anything about the product. It just showed naked women going, Lador. Who would have guessed that the lions were lactose intolerant? That's a good one. Everybody give it up for Pat and Fire with a great joke in the chat. Skip Bayless commercial. When your brain is full of sports, there isn't room for much else. Undisputed. That was a great commercial. That was a great commercial. That was awesome. Jordan Love under center. Watson. Looks like they're in a running formation, and they give it to Dillon, and Dillon, a hard run for 7 yards. Almost there. It's 3:21. You're right there. You're right there. 39 more minutes, and it's playtime. All right. 2nd and 2. The Lions have got this is their last hope. Honestly, their last hope is stopping the Packers on this series right here. They have got to come away with the stop. And they're going to run it again, and the Lions are going to stop him short. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. And the Lions have got to make this stop. You got to bring the house. I agree. You got to bring everybody here. This is the ball game. And Packers send read in motion. So 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Jordan Love, A.J. Dillon in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Jordan Love, fakes the handoff and keeps it himself. And Jordan Love's running down the sideline. The 50, the 40. He slides down. Jordan Love with what was that, a 50-yard run? Wow. And that was a great play by the Packers. I mean, they had no idea who had the ball on that. Longest run for Jordan Love in his career. And now Jordan Love with 26.62 fantasy points. Green Bay's probably prioritizing getting points on this because we saw what happened last week with the Bears. The Bears got conservative, allowed the Lions to come back into this game, and man, the Lions are bummed out right now, man. There's no way that they thought they were actually going to lose. 2nd and 11, Lions just trying to make something happen. They are able to stop the run and bring up 3rd and 11, and maybe a timeout comes up. They don't. So the clock's going to go all the way down to 2 minutes and 58 seconds at the snap on 3rd and 10. Green Bay, if they want to stay conservative and run the football, you might force a timeout. But I just think a first down kind of ices this game. So I think you got to throw it. Like, yeah, there's the potential incompletion, the safe timeout. It's all right. This is a big hill for Detroit to climb. I think the juice is worth the squeeze. You got to try to get this first down. Now the Packers call timeout with the clock winding down, and see what LaFleur calls here. Don't forget on Sunday, the Browns are playing the Broncos, and the Rams are playing the Cardinals in the 4 o'clock window. In the 1 o'clock window, Saints, Falcons, Patriots, Giants, Panthers, Titans. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, there's more games than that. Those are the games that are on Fox. Thanks, Fox. Appreciate it. They're like, let's not even show them the other options. We'll just show them what we got. All right. Jordan Love's got 268 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 22 for 31, including 2 rushes for 40 yards. So he didn't get 50 yards. He got there's a lion down. Maybe dehydrated? And it is the 4th quarter. I actually have it on the scoreboard here. I like to put that there sometimes for people. You know what? I'll do more. I'll do more. Blitz coming, Love throwing, going deep, incomplete. Trying new things. It's going to be a fair catch at the 9-yard line with 2:46 left. All right, so here comes Jared Goff. 2 minutes, 46 seconds, 3 timeouts. Jahmyr Gibbs comes out on the field. No David Montgomery on this one. Reynolds, Williams, Laporta, Penei Sewell. These are a lot of talent running out in the field. Let's see if they can get some points. St. Brown. Great start for Detroit. Goff looking to throw, firing, complete. That time, Sam Laporta with the catch. And Sam Laporta with the catch. Got me 14.2 points. Love to see it. Looking, firing. Oh, it's dropped by Reynolds. Dropped by Reynolds. And it was dropped by Reynolds, guys. There we go. All right. Goff looking, firing, caught by Jahmyr Gibbs. And this is the game. Goff looking right over to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get two, and that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, man. Jahmyr Gibbs with the catch gets him up to 9.9. Woo! All right. I need Amara St. Brown to get like 17 yards, and I need Sam Laporta to get like 18. So then the Lions would have to play defense and use all 3 timeouts just to I don't know, man. This is an uphill battle. This is gonna be rough. Because then if you're Dan Campbell and the Lions, you wanna score in this drive, but you know that you can't use any of your touchdowns, or if you end up having to use those touchdowns, then you're gonna have to go for the onside. If you don't get it, you lose. You wanna at least have those timeouts. I think if you score quick and you have all 3 timeouts, you kick it off regular, and you just trust your defense, you burn all 3 timeouts, because your starting field position is gonna be most onsides are not successful, so you risk having to go 50 yards versus or risking have to go 100 yards with no timeouts, then going 50 yards with no timeouts, so I think if you can save all 3 timeouts on this series, take it off regular, but if you have to burn them, unfortunately, it's gonna come down to a kick. Future subs will never understand the pain of going deep. Intercepted. And Lil E almost off work. Almost there. Got 27 minutes left. All right, let's see what the Lions got. They had a little bit of time to draw something up. I'm sure the next 2 plays are already known to Goff. Goff trying to step up into the pocket, throws to Laporta. They got to move quick. Gets the ball to the ref. They got to move fast. They got to move fast. They get it to Gibbs again, and Gibbs trying to get the edge. He didn't get the first down, so now it's 120. Oh, now they're running the clock. I thought he got out. Okay, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. 1 minute. We got cracked to Southpaw for decades. The Lions have had a terrible team that reliably playing tough on Thanksgiving. Now that they finally have a good team, they lay an egg on Thanksgiving. You know what? Try and figure that one out. Try and figure that one out. It makes no sense, but it is 100% true. Green Bay looking to be a playoff team right now, tied, I believe, with the Jets at 4-6. All right, Jared Goff looking, rolling, and too low for Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs has 11.3 points. All right, Goff looking incomplete. There's a flag on the play. $10.78. 18.5 for St. Brown. All right, Goff looking, firing, and it's St. Brown who makes a man miss and then gets out of bounds downfield and gets out of bounds. All right. Let's see what Detroit can get done here. Goff firing deep, caught. Raymond. So now you got to call the timeout. There's a horse collar on the play. I missed it. The officials missed it. That would have helped the Lions out a lot. Man, these views, I'm like in the booth right now looking at the field. Could you imagine watching a game from that view? That is an amazing view. Packers are the only a spot outside of the wild card. They just need the Vikes of Seattle to falter. Seattle's going to lose to the 49ers. And I think the Vikings aren't as good as people think. I mean, the Packers look better than the Vikings today. I'll say that. Packers got the young defensive energy. They're flying around. They're tackling. They're getting turnovers. Jordan Love looks great, like fantastic. Like Jordan Love looks like the guy that I saw last week come in for Aaron Rodgers against the Eagles on Sunday night. That's the guy that they moved off of Aaron Rodgers for. 22 for 32, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns, and just playing really good football today. Packers all around, just such a great football game. All right, shotgun for Goff. Goff looking, flag comes out, ball thrown into the end zone, touchdown. We'll check on the flag. Offsides on the defense. The Lions get the points. Touchdown, Lions. Woo! The Lions aren't done just yet. Hold on. Not yet. They still got time. 41 seconds. All right. Lions got to get this. Caught. Laporta. Yes. Woo! And no matter what, the over hit 46.5 and Green Bay plus 7.5 likely is going to hit. So, well, it has to because you can't win by. Oh, I guess you can. The most you can win by in overtime is 9. You could kick a field goal, keep the Packers with the ball, and then get a pick 6. So that's the most points you can score in overtime is 9. But it's very unlikely. So awesome. The $905 stays alive. Next, we need Dallas to win by more than 10, over 48.5 points scored total. And then we move to 49ers to win by 7, over 43. And then we win $905. Boom! All right. So Detroit knows that this is the game. If you don't get the onside, you lose. It's as simple as that. 2 timeouts don't matter. And the kick is bouncing, and the Packers have it. The Packers win. The Packers win. Wait, there's a penalty. Hold on a second. Let's see what the penalty is. Oh my God. It was on the kicking team. A player left too early. I think they should make onside kicks easier. I really do. They need to find a way. Packers win. Only one spot of the wild card, like you said earlier. Packs are having a flashback to the 2014 championship. Jordan Love will take a knee. The Lions won't bother calling their timeouts because either way, the Packers would just take a final knee on 3rd down, and that's going to be your game, folks. The Green Bay Packers have knocked off the Detroit Lions, their first win versus the Lions since week 2, 2021. That is a long time that the Packers have been dominated by the Lions, considering how long the Lions have been passed. And right when you thought that you were going to get more of the same, the Packers come in. Jordan Love has a career game, career rushing, long rushing play. I think he ran for like 30-something yards. Dan Campbell looks really upset. And man, you can tell he's really mad about this one. And players are greeting each other, shaking hands. The Packers get the win over the Detroit Lions in just crazy, crazy, crazy. This is the NFL. This is why I love the NFL. It's why it's better than college, in my opinion, because you just never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. The Green Bay Packers have beat the Detroit Lions, and that is not the final score. Final score will actually go down as 22-29. Good job for Detroit. Their ability to fight back is great, and honestly, I do think Detroit is the better football team, but they just haven't been playing up to their standard. Now, I mentioned it in the Bears game. When you go to LA and you play a game where your defense gives up 35, 37 points and you win by a last-second field goal, sometimes those type of games really kind of roll over into next week. And I think we saw that with the Bears, and that's why they almost lost. And then they had to fight and claw just to beat the Bears. It's like it feels like the Lions, for 3 weeks have been trying to get a breath, and someone keeps just dunking them back underwater. And I really think what they need right now is some kind of reset or a bye week. They can't get a bye week; they've already had one. But playing on Thursday gives them 11 days until their next game. I do think that's exactly what the Lions need to kind of hit the reset. So I expect the Lions to come out strong after this. But the Packers look like they could be a playoff team. The NFC is kind of weak. No offense to the NFC people, but if you had to pick a conference where the Packers could stay alive, they're in it. They're in that conference, and it starts by getting a win like this. Everyone had written off the Packers, and by doing that, pretty much wrote them off of exiting or of entering the playoffs. But now with this win, that kind of a statement performance, it not only keeps the Packers' playoff hopes statistically alive, but I think it gives Packer fans a realistic reason to believe that their team could be in the playoffs. So congratulations to Packers Nation. Congratulations to Tom Grassi. Congratulations to all my family members downstairs screaming their heads off because they're a bunch of cheeseheads. I'm going to go enjoy some cheese myself. Remember, I'm going to be back with the Modelo for the Seahawks 49ers game. I'm super pumped about that one. I need the Cowboys to win by more than 10.5 against the Commanders. Hopefully, we don't see another upset. And then I need the 49ers to win by more than 7 tonight. So join me in the parlay, not financially, just emotionally. Like, hope for me that I get it. And Crafty said, Lions now 2 losses removed from top seed contention. That's crazy. And the Packers have talent. They're just mostly young and raw. And then Tyler Fink said, fuck everyone who picked the Lions. And that I feel that I feel that I feel that. It was how I felt when Denver beat the Chiefs, and then when we beat the Bills, no one picked us. So I know what it feels like. I actually like being the underdog, though. And then Tyler said overrated team. I don't think the Lions are overrated. I just think they haven't been playing to what they're capable of playing. And I think when you look at the amount of talent they have, I mean, Sam Laporta looks great. He had that drop in the end zone, but he's an amazing tight end. You got Jameson Williams, who's really, really fast. You got the 2 best running backs in the league in David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs right now. That is a 2-headed monster. I didn't even mention Amara St. Brown. Reynolds looks great. Defensively, the Lions just need to play better. They have the talent, they have the tools, they have everything they need. But these last 3 weeks, like I said, they just haven't been able to, don their own oxygen masks before assisting the crew. They need a freaking breath, and that's what I think they're going to get. Not playing for 11 games now or 11 days. This is going to be really important for the Lions, and I think you'll see them get stronger as the season goes on. Remember, the NFL is a very challenging place to win. Just because a team loses doesn't mean necessarily that they're overrated. It just means that the margin of error on Sunday football is very, very slim, and the Lions made too many mistakes today to compensate. So I still think the Lions are good. What I'm really taking away from this game is that the Packers are good, and I think that's a pretty valuable part. There's a jersey swap going on in the field right now. Both people signing their jerseys. Can't see who it was, and the pass rush was on fire today. Absolutely, absolutely. And that linebacker that they have, what was his name? What was his name? Barry? Was it? No. Joe Barry is the coordinator. Jonathan Owens had a great game. Probably the game of his life, the corner for the Packers. And then Rashawn Gary. That was the other guy. Rashawn Gary was an animal today. Absolute animal. So disruptive. So you gotta love what we're seeing right now from the Packers. They made some adjustments, and that's what you see out of the great teams. Great coach teams can fall to 1-5, but a really great coach team finds a way to pull you out of that hole. And that's why you're seeing teams like Denver and Green Bay start winning football games because they're coached well. I think Matt LaFleur is a great coach. Had some concerns about him earlier in the year, but I think I've seen enough from him to see, like, I really think maybe Matt LaFleur is a really good offensive mind because he's look at how Jordan Love looks like he's improving. You know what I mean? Week in and week out. And Bill has a comment here. He said, what was the turnover count in the Packers Lions game? Let me see. I know I think it was 3. They failed on 4th down. Oh, no, I think they failed on 4th down 3 times and they had 1 fumble. I believe it's 4. I believe it was 4. They were swarming Goff even when they only rushed 4. Yeah. And Bill, if you guys have Oh, Bills got it, okay. So it was 3 fumbles, damn, 3 fumbles. Goff lost 2 balls. I know they got on top of a couple, but still. You know what? Credit Rashawn Gary, though, because he was clearly, not just trying to get the sack, but he was going for the ball too, and he was having himself a freaking day. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm really glad I wasn't just talking to myself for 3.5 hours. You guys are awesome. As always, I will be back for Thursday night football between the Seahawks and the 49ers. And I'll do this one. I'll do it for Tom. And as always, go Pack Go.